a good morning. Let's go. I just decided to play Madden. See what's up.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
This guy, why is it snowy? What the hell?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's McKee. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout.
This guy reminds me of Bird Gang.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Bird Gang.
Hurts. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So we see it right here on the opening drive, throwing the football in these snowing conditions. Going to be very, very tough. You wonder if they're going to rethink the aerial attack going forward.
It will be interesting, and it'll be a debate because most of the quarterbacks that we know, they believe they can throw through anything. They don't care if it's rain, snow, it doesn't matter as long as they get a chance to throw the football. And I think a lot of coaches think that in these conditions, let's throw it early before things get worse.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flush to his right. That is taken in by Hurst. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Dobbins. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Dobbins fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Edwards. And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. J.K. Dobbins punching it in from a yard away.
Shit.
And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
So stupid kickoff.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
6-0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Oh, man.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on fourth down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from third and long to now it's a go situation here on fourth and inches.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's in.
Too easy.
Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do,
yeah.
man. Got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
What the hell do you announcer?
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
Pick you again.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Oh!
Instead, in this case,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
What was dude looking at?
32 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown.
You might have scored, but you left me too much time. And I got too much.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, it's still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert, eluding the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look.
Wide open, come on.
Outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on
I think he's figuring me out. Look, you suck.
2nd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. Short throw to Disley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Herbert now. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass to the sideline and pulled.
Oh!
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert.
What the hell?
End zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a matter of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Bird game. Woo!
Back to throw. Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
I'm not going to get greedy.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. This is Smith with a ground. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw.
I moved the wrong guy.
He's got it.
Got lucky, bitch.
Out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first.
Hard to see with the damn white freaking uniforms in the snow.
He's back to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he was able to shed one tackle.
Still running.
From there. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you're doing. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And this nearly intercepted.
The second time that he dropped the interception.
Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's caught by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And with that, they still have a chance, partner.
Yeah, if that ball's knocked away, this game is probably over. But guess what? We still got some ball to play.
The Eagles will take their
what an idiot.
final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Back to throw. Out to his left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And remember now, a field goal does you no good. This is touchdown or bust territory. So they took a late shot for the end zone, but the defense, as they've been all game long, up to the task.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They go play action with Hurts. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Bye-bye.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.